So one of the things I did for her in that bakery was costing. We have to sit down and calculate every item, come up with the cost of production. After the cost of production, divide by the number of loaves per bag, and then we conclude that each loaf it cost us this amount to produce. Now, how much is this size of loaf in the market already? One of the most difficult parts in bakery business journey is the beginning, how to set it up and formulate the right recipe that is acceptable and profitable. And so I was invited to train a group of staffs in Benue. Initially, I was scared, but the journey was amazing. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my experiences in Benue State. Don't forget to like this video. Please do me a favor, click on that like button so that I will share more exciting videos like this. Having said that, let's go straight to the video. So guys, I'm on my way to the bakery. I'm just enjoying the street. It's so empty, quiet and peaceful. I thought it's a populated city, Makodi, but to my greatest surprise, it's just so calm and exciting at the same time. So I am going straight to the bakery now. So when I step into the bakery, this was what caught my attention. I am always scared of this oven because it's always difficult to use this locally fabricated oven. But anyway, we are going to use it. I am here, I will not run. So the next step was to go to the market to pick some crucial items and ingredients for me to be able to formulate the recipe. And this was my major challenge in this my journey, because every store I visited, they were giving me inferior ingredients. But anyway, I was able to sort the ones I could, and I returned back to the bakery. We started the journey, we started mixing. So here I was explaining. While I was mixing, they gave me this cool, nice, delicious yogurt to cool myself. So while the mixing was going on, I instructed these two ladies to, to grease the pans well. As beginners, if they grease the dough, they may not do it well. So I decided to ask them to grease the pans instead of the dough. There are two ways you can actually prevent stickiness. So they did it very, very well. So after everything, this is our dough, and we are preparing to mold. So everyone is putting on his or her hand gloves for us to be able to do the job. So I was giving her the guidelines where to drop the pans and where to drop the dough so that it will not, introduce sand and other particles to the bread. So we are ready at this point to mold, and we were, I just give the best I could, try my best to show them how to mix, how to mold. And here we are ready to prepare sardine bread. You can see how she is feeling it, and then we do it step by step. I tell you, this sardine bread was super delicious. It was amazing, spicy, because we decided to make it somehow spicy, and it was super delicious. This is one of the keys that you need to learn in your own bakery. You need to have that uniqueness in your business so that it will attract a certain class or group of customers to you and you alone. So I was teaching them step by step on how to mold. It was the difficult part, how to mold. They were just molding it as if we are preparing meat pie, of which if you do it that way, it may open later. So I have to teach them step by step on how to mold it. So the easiest way, to learn how to mold is to flatten the dough. Make sure the dough is flat, and then you fold it. This woman was constantly covering my camera, was backing my camera just anyhow, but I cannot just stop my work. So I continued teaching them step by step. She was the one that was giving us the sardine, and so we continued. It was an exciting moment, and I love the team. The workers were excited. Every staff was so excited and committed at the same time. So we were in a high, good spirit, and we were working together smoothly and happily. You can see I I was correcting, at the same time, cutting and scaling everything the same time. You must learn how to multitask in order to train bakery staffs. I tell you, multitasking is one thing I have learned. Teaching this guy how to mold was so difficult. I don't know why. He was so good in every other thing, but molding was not his thing. So it took me a lot of effort. So while we were molding, I assigned two guys to prepare the coconut for tomorrow's coconut bread. So here I asked them to grate the coconut to the sizes that I desire. So I'll put it in the oven. While we were doing that, they brought fruits for me, Benue is blessed. Benue is blessed. A lot of food. After that, they gave me mango juice and ginger. This one was a game changer. It was so delicious and satisfying. So after all said and done, my guy was busy offloading. This was the result. Amazing, isn't it? It's so nice and amazing for us to be able to manage that locally fabricated oven to have this result. I tell you, all glory be to God. I give God all the glory because I was scared. I tell you, I was scared. That oven is, you cannot predict it. It's unpredictable. But I have a way of managing it. If you can control the fire, you can bake it successfully. And this particular oven has the up and down heat. While we were doing that, I was also asked to, prepare cinnamon roll. I have no option. I am there already, so I decided to do it fast, the one we will just enjoy. So I prepared about 30 cinnamon rolls for everyone using corned beef and other spices, to flavor and make it delicious. So I prepared it so fast and it was nice. We baked it and the result was amazing. I tell you, it's always multitasking. You are teaching, you are preparing something, you are receiving questions the same time. It's so tough to be able to train a group of staffs for 3 days. Making them bakers in 3 days is so intense, and I tell you, I have to bear it because I always deliver. I'm ready to deliver 24/7. Sometimes we'll stay in the bakery till 10 p.m., making sure that everything is done the right way. So it's all about the love of the job and the effort. This is the result of the cinnamon roll. Amazing, super delicious. So one of the things I did for her in that bakery was costing. We have to sit down and calculate every item, come up with the cost of production. After the cost of production, divide by the number of loaves per bag, and then we conclude that each loaf, it cost us this amount to produce. Now, how much is this size of loaf in the market already? So for us to get that answer, we have to go out and pick some loaf, buy some loaves that are similar in size with the sizes that we have produced, and then using that price, we have to now know what we will add to the cost of production to make profit. That is how you run a bakery business. You don't just buy ingredients and start selling, bake and start selling. You must do these things step by step. Suggested some marketing strategies, workers control, and other things to make sure that when I step out, the business continues and succeed. So everything we did was gearing to success. That was my purpose of going there. So we did the costing, and she saw that the business is lucrative and she will recover anytime soon. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. I'll keep you guys updated. Bye.